Gradita and Vimarga Gamana. That is how Rakta has a significance in the manifestation of pathophysiological entity. So this is an introduction of Rakta Mokshana. Well, as you know, Rakta is a blood and Mokshana is a letting out with a parasurgical procedure and very important procedure. And these are some of the important photographs I would like to show. This is the 1517 picture in the owned medicine book. You can see the points for bloodletting. It was there very much, the bloodletting points in the 15th century only. And if you see the another Greek paint, almost in the same era, you see a patient leading a patient for the process of Rakta Mokshana. And this is one of the important picture of 1693 diagram transfusion of sheep's blood. We'll have a discussion later on this. But there was so after transfusion or in the process of transfusion, they could able to in the process of bloodletting, they could able to transfuse the sheep's blood. Well, it's very important. For any researcher in the Shalya Tantra, it's very important aspect. Bloodletting, does it have any symbolic relation with astrology? That depends upon you. Well, the scientific-metric analysis of medicinal leech therapy across the globe, you can see United States, Russia, India, China, and Canada. And majority of the usage of leeches is in the United States, followed by Russia, Canada, China, and India. Well, this is my mode of classification while teaching to the postgraduate students. So, total surgery can be divided into the parasurgical aspect, surgical methods, and super specialty methods. Parasurgical methods can be considered to be the Parakarma and Agni Karma. Agni Karma, you can take remaining things. Hello?
Sir, excuse me, sir. Someone again shared the screen. So you are not, your PPT is not visible.
Oh.
So you have to repeat whole process once again.
हेमंत दिख रहा है?
वो स्टूडेंट मैसेज डाल रहे हैं नहीं दिख रहा है करके.
अच्छा ओके.
सर उनको सिर्फ बोलो कि जो है सेकंड अकाउंट सर का उस पे पिन करे फिर दिखेगा.
पिन
everybody pin him. Okay, now it's visible, sir. Message. What you will do?
Yes.
Ask them not to involve, while the.
सर फेसबुक पे बराबर चल रहा है, एक्चुअली पिन किया हुआ है. मीट पे जो सेकंड स्क्रीन है सभी अभी व्यूअर्स एक बार पिन करेंगे तो पीपीटी विजिबल हो पाएगा. बिकॉज पीपीटी वाले जो अकाउंट से सर ने इसको म्यूट किया हुआ है, दैट्स व्हाई वो ऑटोमेटिकली नहीं आ रहा है स्क्रीन पे.
ठीक है.
तो शिकाने जी, shall I continue?
Yeah, you go ahead, sir. Sorry for interrupting. I am getting so many messages, so I called you.
Yes, continue.
Okay, now, Hemant?
Yes, sir. Continue, sir. No.
Okay. The total surgery can be divided into parasurgical aspects, surgical methods, and super specialties. Parasurgical aspects, Charakarma, Agni Karma, and surgical methods are Astavidya Shastra Karma. And I consider Rakta Mokshana as a super specialty aspect. Plastic surgery is a super specialty aspect. If Rakta Mokshana again can be subdivided into non-invasive aspects and invasive aspects. Non-invasive aspect, usage of Strunga, Outhard, Jaluka, leech application, Alabu, Gaud usage, that is a part usage. And invasive aspects, you can see the Prasthana and Siravedana. Well, types of Rakta Mokshana in non-invasive and invasive methods, usage of Stringha, Outhard, Alabu, dried full cucumber, Jaluka Vacharana is leech therapy, gut is part. And invasive methods, Prachana, multiple puncturing, what we do, take a scalpel and we make multiple punctures on the lesion wherever it is required. Siravedana is the venous section. And Rakta Mokshana, this is another slide. Well, a very important thing we must know before going for the Rakta Mokshana, how Rakta becomes a dosha. Rakta becomes a dosha, definitely, because I already explained, and there are some information on this. Vata pitta sleshma eva deha sambhava hetava ta eva vyapanna ha pralaya hetava tadairthiva shonita chaturdihi yasmat raktam vinaha doshai na kadachit prakupyanti. Apart from vata pitta kapha doshas, Rakta becomes the fourth dosha, and because without Rakta there are no vitiation of Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Because of this reason, Rakta stands as a fourth dosha. And third one is Visrata, Dravata, Raga, Spandhanam, Laguta. These are the characteristic features of Rakta. Like Vata has certain characteristic features, Pitta has certain characteristic features, Kapha has a characteristic features. Vice versa, Rakta has Visrata, Dravata, Raga, Spandhana. And another thing is Shitoshna, Snigdha, Ruksha, Asya. And these are the certain Samyak, Sadhyana, Siddhyanti, Raktajanta. And because of various characters of Visrata, Dravata, Ragata, Spandhana, Lagutva, and these plays an important role in transporting the various other doshas. So another important thing is sixth one, Shonitasya sthanam yakrut plehanam. I explained Shonita. When you consider as a srotas of Raktavaha srotas, the Mula are Yakruta and Pliha, they have a specific entity. Why it has a specific entity? Because Rakta, it is a unique characteristic feature of transporting all the three doshas. If Rakta is Vilayana, Laguta, Pandhana, Dravata, then only all the doshas can traverse along with the Rakta, through the Rakta in the Raktavaha srotas. If Rakta has some morbidity, they can result with Ati Pravruti, they can result in land up in Sangha, they can result with Siragrandi, they can result in Vimarga Gamanam. This is the reason Rakta is considered to be the Chaturtha dosha. And another important thing is Dehasya Rudram Moolam, Rudre Naiva Daryate, Yasmat Yatnena Samrakshati, Raktam Jiva Iti Smrti. Such a way, the significance of Rakta has been explained by Sushruta. Well, parasurgical concepts, Rakta Mokshana is mentioned, and apart from the three Kshara Karma, Agni Karma, Rakta Mokshana, bloodletting procedure plays an important role. And bloodletting, what do you think bloodletting we have? So there is a invasive procedures and non-invasive procedures. Non-invasive we take Shrunga, Jaluka, Alabu, and invasive procedures we use Prachana and Siravedana. And Charaka, the indications, this is very important for you, the learners or the scholars. I insist for you to refer for this sloka reference. Charaka refers Raktamokshana in Jvara, Gulma, Kushta, Ekshma, Unmada, Udara, Shvayedu, Arsha, Visarpa, Grahani, Visha, Vatarakta, Yoni Vapat, and almost all dermatological, eczema, sciatica, edematous, all these Pitta Prakopada, and where Rakta has a say in all these disorders. And with usage of Shrunga, you know it very well, and usage of cow's horn, you have to, this depends exactly on the Bale-George principle. So this is actually a original photograph. You can see in Vizag, the people, local people, they practice Rakta Mokshana using the cow's horn. The wider portion will be kept, making a pinch on the lesion, making a prick. The wider portion will be kept on the lesion and it will be sucked. This is the same principle of Bale-George principle, and procedure of bloodletting with the Alabu, probably you might be knowing. And after a lesion, after proper Snehasvedas, a leaf has to be kept on that, and a simple candle or a karpura that has to be kept there. And once it is burnt, immediately, so this Alabu has to kept immediately. So there will be a vacuum creation and the blood will be automatically sucked into the vacuum chamber of the Alabu. This Bale-George principle, you can see the photographs. This is a original photograph of bloodletting with usage of Shrunga in the Vizag area in Andhra Pradesh. So as you know, the effect of Raktamokshana as a vehicle, one aspect, and important aspect. So very important miraculous effect. When you perform the Raktamokshana regularly, you will not be getting any sort of skin disorders, degenerative disorders, cystic disorders, inflammatory disorders, and almost all like Kushta, Nyacha, Vyanga, and all other things. My dear friends, what I would like to enumerate here is Raktamokshana is a substitute to Panchakarma. Yes, Susruta said it is a substitute to Panchakarma, because for Vata Prakopa you perform Vasti, for Pitta Prakopa you perform one procedure, Kapha Prakopa you perform Vamana Karma, and all these procedures in an individual, whenever you want to do it in a contraindicated patient where these things cannot be practiced in such a case, or if there is the provocation of all the Vata, Pitta, Kapha doshas, and exact execution of one particular philosophy cannot be adopted in that, like Vasti, Vamana, Virechana Prakriyas, if you are unable to practice in an individual, or if there is a contraindication for all those things, blindly you can practice Raktamokshana. That is as equal as or more than Panchakarma. Yes, it has been documented, a proven philosophy from Susruta's version. And role of Raktamokshana in a preventive medicine is very important. Vag dosha, grandhi, shofa rogaha, sonita janita, Raktamoktana sheelanam na bhavanti kadacham. When you regularly practice Raktamokshana, the disorders related to the skin inflammation and lipoma and sebaceous cysts and skin excrescences, acne disorders can be nullified. Yes, supremacy of Sera Vedana can control all the doshas and definitely a substitute for Panchakarma. And the indications, there are various indications. I will come for all those things. The major indications for the skin eruptions, boils, edema, and cellulitis, erysipelas, lymphadenitis, tumors, and pliha, yakrut vikaras, and almost all hemopoietic conditions, Kamala, Nyacha, Vyangya, and all skin disorders, take it granted, filariasis. Yes, these are some of the ancient instruments. Bloodletting lancets. And very important is Yava Pramana. This is how, when you want to puncture, it should be Yava. So this puncturing should be in between Yava or Ardha Yava, depends upon the consistency of the muscle tissue. And the quantity of Rakta Visravana should be 1 prastha. That is 1 prastha, it's almost 450 to 600 ml. If you have to in one sitting, but you have to see the Uttama Prakriti, Madhyam Prakriti, Adhama Prakriti. In Uttama Prakriti, 1 prastha, Madhyama Prakriti you can practice for half prastha, and 1/4 prastha is Adhama Prakriti. And Purva Karmas, it is very, and as you know, selection of suitable patient, proper Sneha Svedas, and Lagu Ahara. Lagu Ahara you have to give to your patient before going for the Purva Karma, Sira Vedana purpose. And the Pradhana Karma, you have to, whether you want to perform in the upper limb, whether you want to perform in the lower limb, whether you want to perform on the serous region. So you have to carefully select according to the manifestation, Roga, Dosha, Desha, and Sthana. You have to select. After you have to, Bandhana Karma is very important. You have to tie properly. And you can, in the lower limbs, after the proper Bandhana Karma, so you can perform the Sira Vedana. We will come for that. Sat Karma is just stopping the bleeding with any sort of Haridra or Laksha Churna or even Tankana Basma or simple any Charadravya. If you put on the lesion, it stops the thing, and a patient has to be given lime water or some glucose water. Yes, and and your great experience. And everybody, almost every patient will feel the moment once the Samyak Rakta Mokshana is performed, patients will feel Lagutva, Vedana Shanti, and he feels as if lighter the body and immediate the relief of the symptomatology and the Vyadhi Vega Parikshaya, and the intensity of the disease will come down, and feeling of well-being and feeling of betterness, and as if he has been purified, detoxified. That feeling is a unique character with the Rakta Mokshana. And of course, there are contraindications. My dear friends, you should be very careful. You cannot perform in the Prusha Durbala Bhirunam, and pregnant women and impotent people, hemophilic, and patients with having comorbid with various conditions like cardiac, nephropathy, and other things. It is contraindicated. And why failures in Seravedana is a faulty technique, and collapse of vein due to shock, low BP, overexertion, extreme weakness, dehydration, fear, loosening of tourniquet. This is very important. Using of blunt instrument, you have to take simple scalpel blade number 22 is enough, and Samyak Seravedana has to be performed. If it is not done so, definitely that would lead for failure. Yes, the important philosophy in the complex system after the bloodletting is the amount of blood which was removed from the blood, probably which reduces the overload on the capillary or the large vessels, the change in the composition of the blood rendering it less stimulating, the proportion of serum becoming increased after bleeding. This is very important in consequence of its being reproduced with greater facility than the other elements of the blood. So we have seen a good number of 30 years of experience, more than that. The patient will feel comfortable, lagutva, and happy, and the symptoms will be relieved. Immediately the itching will come down. Lagutha, itching, and almost patient well-being, you can make a note. And we have seen some hematological study, the RBC count will be increased. ESR will be decreased comparatively to the existing, the preoperative thing. And one important contribution from the Vangasena. So where exactly, there are 19 conditions told by Vangasena for Rakta Mokshana. One of the condition is Arshas, Daha, Unmada, Plihodara, Gandamala, Galaganda, and Vidradi, Agantuja, Upadamsha, Kushta, Padadari, Balaroga, Visharoga. There are 19 diseases by Vangasena. There are various evaluations by, these are the scientific data I wanted to give you. Various studies, earlier studies on the Rakta Mokshana, biochemical and hematological immunological factors, then earlier studies, even American Journal of Pharmatech Research has published on this. A clinical study of Jallukacharna and varicose veins, role of Rakta Mokshana in the management of Vichurchika, various studies, and you probably, so this is only to boost up the confidence. And some studies have been done on Kalitya, Grudrasi, and even one of our PG student, Dr. Rushika, has done a wonderful work on the thyroid goiter conditions, a successful study by Dr. Rushika, a PG student from our TTDCS Ayurvedic College. And you can safely practice on the lumbar spondylosis, frozen shoulder, Vata-Rakta conditions, and vice versa, some of the. One important thing I would like to enumerate is, next, after the Seravedana, leeches are the safest thing for a surgeon to practice, but leeches have a specific indication than the Seravedana. It has a specific indication, like, pathological wise, it has a specific indication. Leeches can be safely practiced. Hastamatrantu lesions, the lesion which are there in the palmar size, humorally Pitta Rakta predominance cases you can practice, And disease-wise also, leech application is indicated for cellulitis, hemorrhoids, cystic growth, inflammatory conditions, varicose veins, and even Siravedana is indicated for Krusha Durbala Biruna, but Jalukavacharana is indicated for timid, weak, sensitive persons also. And there is a procedure for pre-leech therapy, collection, activation, preparation of the spot. And there is this first you have to collect the leeches, keep them for 1 week in the water safely, and then you have to activate by putting some turmeric powder. And once you prepare the spot where you want to apply the leeches, so that is the preparation of the spot. And this actual application of leech application will comprise of actual process of application and covering of the leeches and removal of the leeches. Once the leeches are kept onto the lesion, the leeches are to be covered with the swab, which is continuously soaked with the water, as if leech should feel that is in the water. And once it has sucked proper samyak raktamokshana, you have to put a small amount of turmeric powder or the tobacco powder or the salt immediately, instantly, which leaves the area. And post-leech application, there is a medicament application. So some anointment or medicated ghee, and Vamana karma to the leeches is an important process where it can prevent the Indramada. Otherwise, we have observed without the Vamana karma process, leeches would die within 7 days. And these leeches are reusable after 7 days. And this is a chart prepared for my work where exactly there are Brihotrais and Lagutrais, the indications you can see from Padadaha, Padaharsha, Kasaswasa, Vishwasi, Parivartika, and Shuka doshas to various disorders like, there are 77 disorders have been documented, collected from Brihotrais and Lagutrais. 77 disorders. Most of them are Pitta predominance, Rakta predominance. So bloodletting with leeches is very effective in cellulitis, hemorrhoids, gouty arthritis, PAO, Burger's disease, cystic degenerations. What we call to the leech application is microtranscutaneous suction. And for your information, USA, and it is very tough job to get the approval, USA Food and Drug Authority has approved for the uses of leeches, officially accepted leeching procedure by Royal College of Physicians. And for your information, I don't know how many people are aware, there was a scarcity of leeches in the Europe in the 17th century. They were imported from Southeast Asian, including India, China. Leech farming is very important. And if you want to leech farming, the best months are March and April. And bloodletting, a life-saving procedure. Therapeutic phlebotomy refers to the drawing of the blood. And for your important thing, there still now, there are indications for Raktamokshana. One condition is hemochromatosis. Second condition is polycythemia vera and porphyria cutaneous tarda. My dear friends, still, even today, the indications for the Raktamokshana are hemochromatosis is a condition where heavy deposits of iron, and polycythemia vera, a condition where the excessive production of RBC is a sort of blood cancer, a type of blood cancer. There is excessive production of RBC could cause block the Srotas, and porphyria cutaneous tarda is a condition where a certain skin lesion, porphyria, an enzyme will be produced in causing nullifying problems. So import of leeches, 40 millions of leeches have been imported in 1830. England, 60 millions imported in the 18th century itself. And in USA, it is very famous leeching therapy for reconstructive surgery, plastic surgery, congestive cardiac failures. Leech therapy is very, very important. And one important thing, what I would like to enumerate is leech people will question how for leech fever it has 80 teeth. The central nervous system of leech is enormously developed, and people often question us, can leech transmit infection? And we have seen, and the research data as on now establishes it never transmits any sort of infection, but to the safety, it should not be practiced in the case of HIV or any infected conditions, hepatitis B, hepatitis C conditions. Better you avoid it. And the infections, because the gut of the leech presents with Aeromonas hydrophilia, so a symbiont organism which will be present in the leech, and vice versa, Aeromonas veronil, Aeromonas subria, Serratia marcinus, Vibrio fluvialis is also sometimes present, but in a majority of the cases we could able to see Aeromonas hydrophilia. Leeches are considered to be the nature's healer and eco-friendly symbiotic bacteria in the gut of the leech. Probably you will wonder to see there are more than 47 proteolytic enzymes from the saliva which secretes as on today, or it might have crossed. But the symbiont organism which is present in the gut, Aeromonas hydrophylla, which also works symbiontly, which produces a probiotic enzyme apart from the 47 salivary enzymes. So it's which also produces a probiotic which will be helpful in nullifying the existing pathology. The discovery of leech neurons, a triumph of nature. Very interesting study. The leech's neurons have integrated with a computer. The central nervous system is such a sharp, which distinguishes, which selects, which analyzes the existing pathology. Accordingly, it releases the enzymes to counter the existing disease morbidity is the unique feature. Probably that is the reason why Dhanvantari, the father of Ayurveda, holds the leeches, because of such an significant amount of importance was given to leeches, probably to that. Bloodletting, the new scientific argument, multifaceted action of leech, and there was a lot of work on exactly the where joint disorders like effusions and degenerative conditions, hemoarthralgias, and pyoarthritis conditions. There was a lot of works have been done, documented. And one important thing, when you anoint some medication and apply the leeches, the drug probably can penetrate deeper into the tissues. And one of the important work what I would like to show here is my research work on the thromboangiitis obliterans. Buerger's disease, you may know it. It is a small and medium-sized arterial disorder. Usually affects the lower limbs and sometimes to the upper limbs. And smoking is the culprit. And that to BD smokers. You can see a photograph of the film here. Is you can see the gangrenous fingers. Still, he doesn't want to leave the smoking. He has already developed the TAO. Cigarette tan on the fingers, you can see there is a tan, and there is an early change of vascular changes, gangrenous, pre-gangrenous changes. Buerger's disease is a small and medium-sized arterial occlusive disorder. Thromboangiitis obliterans. Upper parts and lower limbs are the most frequently affected. You can see the gangrenous condition, claudication, ischemia, sensitivity cold, diminished pulses, cold and red cyanotic extremities. So management naturally prevents the progression of the disease, avoids vasoconstriction further. It should promote vasodilatation. It should relieve the pain and treat ulceration and vice versa the gangrene. Arteriography of the one of the patient, and risk factors: smoking, older age, diabetes, hyperlipidemia, hypertension, and hyperhomocystinemia, a specific disorder. These are the risk factors. And intermittent claudication is an important feature of this disease. Claudication is limping. Intermittent claudication, the moment he walks for 10 to 15 meters, he develops severe pain in the calf muscle. Usually, a young normal adult should not develop any sort of discomfort in the calf. But in this condition, if there is a progressive occlusion in the peripheral arterial disorder, the important symptom is intermittent claudication. And you know, this intermittent claudication results due to exercise, more oxygen is demanded, muscle operates anaerobically, produces lactic acid and other metabolites, and that results with the leg pain or intermittent claudication. These are the coexisting vascular disorders, and a generalized progressive process with the aggregation of thrombus, and finally how atherosclerosis and resulting with the intermittent claudication. Primary sites, you can see this small and medium-sized arteries. Pathological progression of PAD, and you can see 50%, more than 50% leg pain, and 5 to 10% critical leg ischemia. Because disease was considered, you can consider this disease as a Vatarakta or Dhamani Pratichaya or Ganastra Vahika Janya Shodha. Probably these terms would suffice. Even some authority says Vatarakta is probably the right term. Dhamani Pratichaya, because there is occlusion in the Dhamanis. So this could be, and Ashtanga Hridaya, you will find Ganastra Vahika Janya Shodha, probably the best term we see in the Ashtanga. And the doshas are 3 doshas. Rakta is the dushya, Raktavaha Srotas is involved, Adogami Dhamani is involved, Sangha is the resultant phenomena, and finally leads for the Dhamani Pratichaya or the TAO, thromboangiitis obliterans. Excessive smoking probably triggers the immunological phenomena, formation of type 1 and type 2 collagen, a protein matrix, which is nothing but a Amayukta dosha, elevates anti-endothelial cell antibody titers, increases HLA-A1, HLA-A54, and which does Sangha, dosha samurchana, nothing but peripheral vascular impairment or vasodysfunction is the resultant phenomena. Clinical features, as you are well aware, intermittent pain, color changes, and skin temperature, absence of arterial pulsation, nutritional changes, swelling and edema are the factors you come across. So important, whenever you get a case of Buerger's disease, TAO, there is a quarrel between dermatologists. There will be quarrel between physicians. There will be quarrel between general surgeons. It goes initially to a dermatologist, treating to be a dermatological manifestation because there will be a blackening, discoloration, pain in the legs, and thinking that some sort of skin disorder, he will try with some steroids, some antibiotics, and finally he sends to a physician. Physician considers and diagnoses a proper diagnosis, could be vasoconstriction or a peripheral arterial disorders. He tries with various antibiotics, vasodilators, and again, finally he refers to a surgeon. And a general surgeon, as a matter of general surgeon, he considers, because it's his privilege to consider, and amputation could be a final resort. My dear friends, being in Ayurvedic surgeons, and it is in your hands, in all the cases of Buerger's disease, because they are affected medium and small arterial disease occlusion and peripheral arterial disease, these can be safely prevented, safely nullified, and amputation can be averted. Because the leech saliva produces anticoagulant substance, protein inhibitors with bedelin, platelet anti-aggregate factors which releases, and which does the vasodilatation, and eglin is the anti-inflammatory enzyme which responsible. There is a lipase and esterase which does the destruction of lipolytic matter, and as you know, it is an anesthetic substance, hyaluronidase. So the leech application could reduce the venous congestion, useful in microsurgery, has analgesic effect, thrombophlebitis, wound healing. So these are general indications. And very important thing, probably the saliva of leeches gives a scope for several biocompounds and a revolutionary biocompound. And I could hear, I was talking to you just now, there were 47 proteolytic enzymes. The diplomacy and the intelligence, because of the developed advanced neurons in the leech, never releases all the 47 proteolytic enzymes, which selects, because the central nervous system is very intelligent, probably which selectively releases the enzymes depending upon the existing pathology to nullify the existing pathology. Probably that could be the secret. The parameters, some of the parameters I selected here are pain, discoloration, edema, ulceration. Objective parameters have selected claudication distance, color Doppler study I have taken up, evaluation of pulsation, pressure index, skin temperature, Burger's angle. You can evaluate all these things. I have made group A, so group B and group C. I'll show you the results. This will be these are the studies. Remember, group A, group E, group C. See, they are group A, group B, group C. Group A, so adopted in group A, in group B, conservative treatment and leech application. And whereas in group C, leech application exclusive procedure was adopted. Group B, leech application, some conservative position. Group A, only conservation treatment was adopted. So what I would like to, hypothetical mode of action of leech reduces the factor of 8 coagulation, allowing blood to flow freely, and thrombosis destruction was due to apyrase, reduces the inflammation because of eglin, and prevents hypercoagulation in esterase. Adeline digests the foreign protein matter and diffuses the blood for free flow because of hyaluronidase. Histaminase produces vasodilation and anti-inflammatory action. So here about the patients, Doppler study, I want to show the important aspect. This is one of the study by one of my student in our college in a goiter study in thyroid. You can see the actual photograph of the leech application here. Ulceration in the Burger's disease. You can see the blackening, ulceration, where leeches are active in sucking the blood. Another patient, you can see the discoloration, edema. They are started doing their job. This is one of the very interesting what I would like to enumerate apart from the routine clinical study. These are the Doppler studies. You can see the superior femoral artery and popliteal artery here normal, and anterior tibial artery with a normal flow you can see, and posterior tibial artery with a normal flow. See, there is the obstruction to the flow, dorsalis pedis artery. Say there is a clear-cut obstruction in the Burger's disease. We could able to document in one of the patient. Posterior tibial artery, normal flow. You can see the dorsalis pedis with segmental block is relieved. There is a revived flow. You can see normal flow after the leech therapy. These are the rarely you see Burger disease. Majority of the cases you will see in the lower limb. This is a unique case. We rarely find in upper limb Burger's disease, where leech application, fully swollen leech, Burger's upper limb with leech application, more than a decade if I'm right. during leaching process. After 4th week of treatment, you can see the initial cases, you can see there is discoloration. This patient was advised to undergo amputation. As a final resort, he visited TTD's SV Ayurvedic College as a final resort before the advice of amputation of the limb. So you can see the finger 4th week of the treatment, there is a diminished discoloration. Flow is normal, finger is normal, ulceration has come down. You can see after 6th week of treatment, absolutely the discoloration has almost normal color. So this is in our theater where we usually practice, some of the house surgeon and our MNO, probably when I was young. So these are some of the cases. Leech therapy on the foot, you can see very interesting, multiple leeches are at work, fully swollen leeches. See, they were kept in the tub. So this is the Vamanakarma process, is a must for leech. Otherwise they will die, as I told you. You have to perform and of course to prevent a disease which is known as Indramada. Before treatment with gangrenous fingers, you can see a clear-cut case. See, there is a diminishing of discoloration, ulceration is coming down during leaching process. You can see almost normal. Leeches are at work. There is ulcer foot in the TO case. You can see this. After 6 weeks of the leech, almost closed. And almost all the cases we have done. 8th week of the treatment, you can see the totally healed ulceration. 24 hours post-operatively after the reconstructive surgery of the ear. Some of the important photographs. 6 days. After 2 months, you can see the normal earlobe. Follow me on YouTube too for any queries. And thanks a lot for hearing patiently.
Sir, very nice presentation.
Thank you.
The session is open for any
Thank you.
student has any questions.
Thank you, Toshikane.
You can write questions in question box or directly you can unmute and talk to ask the question to the sir. Sir has presented application of leech in peripheral vascular disease, and he has also shown some photographs where by application of leech amputations were avoided both in Burgess as well as TAO. Anybody has any question? Sir, I have one question. I have seen both that Burgess as well as TAO.
Yes.
How many days you have applied the leech and how many sittings, how many leeches you have applied in one sitting?
One sitting exactly we cannot fix up. Minimum 4 to 8 leeches will attach to the limb. We leave around 10 leeches. That is really, it's a problematic thing. I cannot say that we cannot fix up the number. We leave the limb in the full bucket of water. We leave the leeches so that they will suck to the limb. And probably around 4 to 8 leeches in some conditions. 4 leeches minimum in all the conditions they were holding.
In both the cases, sir, in TAO as well as the Burgess?
Burgess is a synonymous.
That upper limb.
Yeah, of course. Yes, you're right, Dr. Toshikane. Upper limb also we have tried. Wow, few cases we could able to collect in that particular time. He has come to our department, so we have done safely on that patient too.
Okay. Hello, sir.
Yes, yes, I am at it.
Okay. And both the cases of Badus, as you are told. Otherwise, any other conditions, sir, whether it is thoracic outlet syndrome, vascular obstruction, in such cases, it is not right, no, sir?
No, the practice, what regularly we practice in the institution is thrombotic piles, congestions, edgematous lesions, varicose veins, filariasis, and non-specific foot edemas, non-healing ulcerations, we regularly practice. And when you see the history and the references, and especially European practice, they do practice on congestive cardiac failures, plastic surgical graftings, they regularly practice. So in India, I think most of the cases are related to our conditions.
Sir, you have done it on filariasis?
Yeah, some cases we, as a matter of research work, we regularly give practice in the filariasis.
Mm-hmm. So there is one question Dr. Pallavi has asked.
Yes.
Experience of leech in diabetic ulcers.
Very interesting. Diabetic ulcers, unless you control the diabetes, so there is any treatment would be futile. You control the diabetes, take care of the infection, and usage of leeches would definitely help you in healing, in normalizing the ulceration. So that is very important, which enhances the circulation, reduces the infection. And at the same time, we should be cautious as general precaution, diabetes has to be in control. And definitely diabetic foot is a specific indication for the leech therapy too.
नमस्कार सर.
नमस्ते.
मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है, perforators incompetency in varicose veins, what is experience of leech therapy या any रक्तमोक्षण?
Yeah, very good question. There is a varicosity, dilated transverse engorged condition of the long saphenous or short saphenous. And these long saphenous, short saphenous conditions, and some conditions there is incompetency of the perforators. And these perforators are at almost at 5 levels, at above the ankle level, at the calf muscle, below the knee, and above the knee and mid part of the thigh. There are 5 to 6 depends upon an individual. And my experience got rise, the incompetency of the perforators, if they are present below the knee, at the calf muscle, above the ankle, and definitely the incompetency of the perforators will be relieved, along with the regular Abhyangana, Sneha Sweda karmas.
Yes.
So there is one question Dr. Shrikant has asked, sir, what is the limitation of leech therapy in vascular disease?
Very good question, Dr. Shrikant. Everywhere we should have some control. We should have some restriction to the case. As you are aware, leech application has a specific indication, whereas venous section has no restriction and a set of good indication. But whereas leech practice has a restriction because there is a specific indication by Susruta for the leech application is Hastamatrantu Pramanena. The lesion is located in the size of Hastamatrantu. The disease is related to the Visarpa, Grandhi, Apache, and Urshas are the specific indications. And bounced back cases of cellulitis and Sira, Grandhi Vikaras are a specific set of indications which are mentioned by Susruta and other Samhitakars. So we should be careful, selective, appropriate, and vice versa, we should follow the norms, and definitely success will be in your hands.
So there is
Please.
one more question. Dr. A.N. Gangavar, what can we do in varicocele?
Varicocele, yeah, it is a varicocele is a condition. Yeah, it's a very, very interesting course, a practical question. It's a dilatation of the pampiniform plexus in the testicular vessels, and very interesting, which predisposes for the oligospermia. Very good question, my dear friend. And if you are careful, If there is a first gradation, second gradation, up to the third gradation, you can practice the usage of leeches and be careful. It should not penetrate somewhere into the private parts, and selectively, because most of the varicocele conditions would be affected into the left side because elongated cord and the dilatation of the femptium plexus. It is the best indication. Confidently, my dear friend, you can practice in the varicocele. But fourth grade, leave it for surgeons for the repair.
Okay, sir. Sir, there is one question, Dr. Manoj
Yes, welcome.
Chaurasia. He has asked whether we can apply leeches on both dry and wet gangrene.
Well, you have to verify for the dry and wet gangrene, you have to verify the indications. Wet gangrene, you can try. Dry gangrene, because it is a Vata dosha. And Vata dosha, I never advise for going for any Pitta disorder, any Rakta provocation. Wet gangrene probably would be the best case for you to practice.
Okay. Dr. Ankit Pandey has asked, can leech be effective treatment in compartmental syndrome? Will it prevent fasciectomy?
Yes, this is also very good question. We commonly see in the cellulitis case, immediately we go for the fasciotomy because it has to be relieved the congestion. Once you relieve the congestion by the fasciotomy, multiple incisions, adopting or usage of the leeches would minimize the healing time, would minimize the relieving of the congestion, would enhance the healing aspect. Probably this would definitely helpful for any general surgeon in the practice.
Right, sir. Thank you. There is one question, Dr. S. Varalakshmi.
Yes.
In case of cellulitis, what is the role of leech therapy?
Wonderful question.
Cellulitis.
Cellulitis, so you have to know the reason behind it, whether there is any thrombus, either any specific reason. So no, you have to rule out the lesion. If it is related to the vascular occlusions, if it is related to the thrombus formation or early thrombus or a complete thrombus obstruction, in such a condition, Doppler study would guide you where exactly the leech application has to be done. So it has to be the thrombus formation you have to identify. In particular zone, practicing of leech therapy would definitely relieve. There are various studies, earlier studies, even from Gujarat, even from BHU, even from Tirupati, we have studies on the thrombus application. But the diagnosis from the Doppler arterial study would make you to exactly where to put the leeches on the lesion would be definitely useful in practicing in this condition. Good question.
There are many questions. There is one question, sir. Sir, how about reuse of leeches in case of infective diseases like cold abscess or any abscess conditions? Reuse of leeches in case of infective conditions like cold abscess or any other condition?
No problem. Cold abscess, probably that is definitely a known condition of the tubercular conditions. A known set of indications like tuberculosis, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, and other specific conditions, please avoid. If it is established, otherwise, regular usage in a normal infective conditions, you can, no problem, you can practice. And my advice, my dear friend, and pre-operative preparation of the leech, exact application, leave rest 1 week minimum rest after samyak vamana karma, after therapeutic emission. You can reuse the leech after 7 days only. Don't burden, don't extract unnecessary labor from the leech. Minimum 7 days you have to give rest, sufficient feeding, then you can reuse.
There is one question whether we can go for Rakta Mokshana in Jwara. Bhavini Reddy.
Pardon? Repeat the question.
Sir, how can we use Rakta Mokshana in Jwara?
Good. This is to admit it very honestly. I never tried. I could, there are references. That's what I mentioned in a condition of Jwara, because Jwara has a definitely role of Rakta. Probably this is a Charakas indication, and probably I never tried to admit it very honestly, but we should be very careful in practicing leech application in the Jwara. So you have to evaluate properly which cause, which Jwara, and that is really, I don't have any experience, and very sincerely I admit, please, if you have any experience, Please let me know and share.
There is one question from Deep Tiwari. Can we use leech therapy in keloid? Can we use leech therapy in keloid?
Very good question, practical question, my dear friend. Keloid itself a problematic hypertrophy, non-treatable, non-curable. And I always joke with my students, with my colleagues, and keloid is a unnecessary attempt on the lesion. And only new surgeons would try to make an attempt on the keloid, and rather you irritate the lesion and you get aggression of that. And the only thing what I observed, yes, we have tried confidently, I can say, if there are small multiple, especially on the chest or the extensors of the elbows, the usage of the leech would restrict, would stop further growth without any steroids, without any Ayurvedic drugs. Regular practice. My dear friend, there is a set of indication. If you practice Rakta Mokshana regularly, this would prevent the formation of all these skin disorder, Grandhija Vikaras, Visarpas, and other things.
Thank you, sir. There are similar questions whether we can use leech in lipoma, in polyp. These some questions are there. Same answer.
My previous answer, previous answer applicable.
Yes, sir. And can use leech to one patient can be used to another patient. So as sir has told, after 1 week we can use it, but after at least 15 days or 1 month, you can use it to another patient. Even
another patient, but Toshika, my sincere ethical advice is you make a set of leeches, use for one patient, discard them. You have to practice ethically. We may, that is different, but ethical practice in the usage of leeches is very important. Try to bring a set of leeches, practice only an individual, and don't reuse for others even after some time, provided if you don't get the leeches, yes, you can think over it.
But what I have, I even read one article, sir, where there is no transmission of any infection through leech.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely, Dr. Hemant Toshikane. You're right.
And we used to practice it. I have not noticed anything, but not immediately after 1 week. I used to keep for months together, and then I used to reuse it.
No, there were trials on HIV patients, hepatitis B. It was not transmitting any sort of infection. But ethical conditions sometimes it will. Yes.
Yeah. Can use leech one patient? Okay, sir. There are any use of leech therapy in DVT and CAD? As you are told, congestive heart disease also. And deep vein thrombosis also.
Yeah, deep vein thrombosis safely you can practice. So in initial stages, if it is totally obstructing and there is a formation of gangrene, the usage of these things could be early stages, early obstructions, probably very beneficial.
There is one question what Dr. Yashoda Mali has asked. What is the common complication of leech therapy in venous disease?
Complication in the practice of there is absolutely no complication, but except in the timid patients, there could be a problem of some anaphylactic problem. Otherwise, absolutely with the therapeutic aspect of leech, we never faced any sort of problem or contraindication.
Okay, can I add, sir? Some of the cases, what I have noticed is,
please, no problem.
After post-leech application, some patients have developed itching and dermatitis. That is what I have noticed in some cases. And sometimes if patient is on anticoagulants, probably the oozing may continue for a day also.
No, that's what. It is a contraindication, Dr. Toshikane. It is a contraindication. You have to be, once the patient is on anticoagulants, you have to be very careful. And even other infective conditions, you should be very careful, stopping the antibiotics, this and that. You should be careful. Selection is very important. Ethical practice is essential.
Effect of classical Siraveda by Jaloka. Oh, I think Kalyani Ajmera, she has asked it. Probably she should read Rakta Mokshana chapter thoroughly.
Thoroughly.
There are indications for Siraveda, there are
Specific-
indications.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Siraveda is a Sarvadaika Chikitsa, Jalokacharana is Sthanika Chikitsa. Sira, that I think she will
Right,
read and
right.
understand.
Yes.
So
You are right.
can we treat Granthi Roga, same question?
Same question.
What way of disposal of reuse? This is good question, sir. Dr. Rajesh Kumar Gupta has asked, what is the way of disposal of reused leeches?
Pardon? I could not get it.
What is the way of disposal of reused leeches?
Oh, good. What we practice. This is again an ethical question. We use ethical question. After
How you dispose?
4 to 6 applications after the reusage, we leave it in a pond or any canal. We leave it so that they live. We doesn't know the consequences, but you cannot kill them directly. Leave them in water. They will survive in other form. What we do regularly, we never allow it to die. This is a good question. Good, really practical question.
Some people they dispose of with BMW, sir. What is mentioned in BMW that is packed, that is killed and packed and is disposed of.
No. That's ethical. No, we should not do that.
That is what is usually.
No, little bit.
And there are many questions, sir. Can we use leech therapy in Grahani Vyadhi? Reema Sharma has asked.
No indication for Grahani. Absolutely no indication. No.
And so can we use? This is a good question, Dr. Ankit Pandey, sir. Can we use the leeches for honeybee stings?
I don't have any experience for honeybee stings. Probably it is a reaction and instantly we should. No, I don't have it.
Usually, what is done, sir, in honeybee sting, in scorpion bite, we give ring block with xylocaine.
Yes, that's enough. That's enough.
So
why we have to try with leech again? There is already a sting. Why you want to give another sting?
There is, sir. Is it necessary to see Sama and Nirama Avastha while application of while doing for Rakta Mokshana? Dr. Kalpesh has asked. Sama and Nirama Avastha for Rakta Mokshana.
So this is also a basic question. Only Amavasthas only manifest into dosha samurchana, vigatana. So only Amavasthas only predisposes in the manifestation of the diseases. So Niramavastha doesn't. And in that condition only we have to use the leeches.
Okay, Dr. Rajesh Kumar Gupta again, whether you have done any Rakta Mokshana in hepatomegaly, he has asked, sir.
Hepatomegaly directly we have not tried, but it is related with other conditions. Some conditions, hepatomegaly we have tried from the cubital fossa, removed the Siravedana we have practiced. On some cases, you can, but that's what enough.
Yes, sir, there are people who practice Rakta Mokshana, it is mentioned in the textbook, Siraveda, on the cubital fossa, on the left side of the cubital fossa, in case of hepatomegaly, and there are people who practice. Again, it is an area of description, because how much blood to be removed, again there is a procedure patient should undergo.
Dr. Tushikane, there is a specific Siravedana, there is a specific Ardha Prastha, safely you can remove. If it is Yakrutodara, right side. If it is Plihodara, left side cubital fossa. So there are a set of indications. You should judiciously, so you should be careful, selection and other pathological comorbidities are to be ruled out, then safely you can practice and come out.
Okay, sir. Then there is one question, whether is there any chance of recurrence of disease after leech therapy?
Provided if you are probably if you are right, indication is proper and the schedules which you execute are ideal, so recurrence could not be a problem for you.
And Dr. Kalyani has asked, effect of classical Siraveda and Siraveda in IV cannula is same.
It's a good indication, keeping the safety precautions in the mind. And most of the institutions are practicing classical and this. So you can use anything, no problem. But the amount of releasing of pressure the way the disease comes down is definitely classical.
Is there any possibility to leech therapy for varicocele? It is discussed. Can we use leech in Bagandhara? Someone has asked, can we use it? Is not indicated. Sudeep
No,
Tiwari has asked.
No, absolutely no indication for Bagandhara.
What type of Purva Karma you are practicing before Jalokacharana, classical or any modification?
No modification. It's only simple Sneha Vedas.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I think majority of the questions you have answered and very good discussion. I hope Hemant Kumar sir is there. He will conclude the session.
Welcome. Thank you for giving me the chance.
Namaskar, sir.
Namaste, Hemant.
I think there is you're not given any chance to others actually, and really you answered almost almost all the
Nice
questions.
only.
And really, today is a very good discussion, really. Why? Because so many burning points and research points related to the Rakta Moksha, actually. Still, see, after your 30 years also, you have so many points must to go for proper research, actually. That is one thing.
Yes.
And really, first of all, I really appreciate you, sir. It's
Thank
a
you.
very excellent presentation. In all aspects, not only for theoretical aspect and also for the reference aspect and also for the research aspect, what you studied. I know that during our UG in Tirupati, you are doing a wonderful job, especially for leech therapy, and you are collecting the leeches and doing in the patients of Burgess disease, etc. Definitely, sir. See, I have a little experience. We are also practicing this Rakta Mokshana in different ways. Actually, like maybe what is called Jalu Kaucharana and Siravedana.
Yeah.
And I think in 2009 and 10, I started, there is a work on, PG work on Shrungavacharana.
Oh, yes. Very interesting.
Shrungavacharana. That is the first research topic for PG scholars.
Are you practicing at NIA, Sringavacharanam?
Yes, sir. Yeah, here what happens, sir? Two types. We conducted a study on Srungavacharana. Why? Because everybody practicing Chalukavacharana, Siravadana, Prachana, and very few people are practicing Alabu. But Alabu in the place, they are converting it to cupping method, actually. Cupping they converted. But in that time, in my mind, then I started Srungavacharana. We collected the Srunga, classical Srunga as you shown in the presentation.
How you do that with suction or?
Yes, by mouth with what is called two methods. One is by mouth with covering of the cloth properly, and we suck that one part. Another is with suction apparatus. Backside we can put the suction. That too. And I made one modified Srunga. Modified Srunga is nothing. Why? Because see, whatever the procedures of what is called maybe Jalukocharna, Siravedana, it is one type of sucking of the blood.
Yes.
See, whatever you can see the sucking of the blood. In that, what happened? We made one 50 ml disposable syringe. 50 ml disposable syringe. At the front nozzle, we completely cut it. Completely cut it. And the first, before we see this study, we conducted in SDM Hassan. First, especially in varicose veins.
So you cut the proximal part of the 50 ml.
Yes, sir. In varicose veins, main theme what happens, Srunga is related to the Vata dosha. Okay.
Yes,
in varicose veins, typically some of the patients complaint of the pain, Vedana, not burning pain. In Vedana, especially some cramps like pain is there during walking, and it is not a Burgess, it is a typical varicose veins. We conducted all. In that cases, we selected what is called Vataja Siravyadi. Vataja Siravyadi, we selected a special reference. And we conducted this research on one is classical Srungavacharana mentioned by Susruta Acharya, and modified what we made, definitely we have wonderful results by sucking by this modified Srunga. We can easily available this. We can easily go for this. And definitely the patient complaint of this varicose veins with pain, it's gradually it is reduced. We observed. That is one study we conducted. In my experience, Siravedan, you asked about hepatomegaly, splenomegaly. I think Hemant knows. So we conducted few patients in SDM Hassan with splenomegaly. Splenomegaly, gross splenomegaly patients are welcome. We measured, systematically measured external measurement and along with ultrasonography. More than 3-4 months we follow up the patients.
Really,
Especially
this sort of work is required, Hemant, for the young generation.
Siravedana is also definitely helpful. Some of the patients. Number one. Another thing, another good experience is post skin grafting, sir.
Yes.
Post skin grafting, usually we are preferring leech therapy. If the maybe it is rejected or not rejected skin grafting.
That is the best indication in European practice now.
Yes, sir. That is the best what I observed. You can go gradually on second day or third day. Just
Third
to
day
go
you can
for
start practice.
you can go for Jalu definitely to avoid necrosis and to avoid rejection. We have seen that is the very important what we observed with Jalu. Another very important indication, superficial venous thrombosis.
Yes.
Superficial venous thrombosis also we are practicing this leech therapy.
Yes.
So definitely the inflammation after especially continuous intravenous cannulation, IV cannulation after post-operative, it is the best response in with one thing. Another study we conducted on Amaja sofa.
Yes.
Amaja sofa. Amaja sofa. Why? Because it is clearly indicated by Susruta in Amaja sofa, like inflammatory swellings to reduce the pain and swelling, and to avoid the conversion of the abscess.
Yes.
So in that conditions also we conducted same thing in Yavani pimples, acne vulgaris also. So these are the so many, and another study we conducted in Burgess. These are all what I think these are all research topics.
Yes.
In my career, it is not only these are all research topics given to our students definitely.
You are a man of workaholic, I know that.
No, sir, because of your blessings, sir, definitely. See, आजकल का वो बता रहा है आजकल you see during lockdown everybody is locked down, but I lock in my home I lock opened actually. You see, my hands are not working during survey because more than 2 months are over during operation, but my mind is working for conducting of these type of webinars and classes actually. Really, it is a very good what we are
really,
working
we
in
are
the
also
hospital.
relishing such a wonderful webinars and good idea from your brain. We appreciate.
You see, sir, 4:30, 4:45, you are not getting any password or not getting the link means then so many calls I received daily. Sir, why sir we are not received the link like that? Almost our Ayurvedic fraternity and Shailatandra peoples addicted about experienced lectures what we are conducting. I think today is very enlightening and everything. I think Prakriti also cooperated today with good audio and video. Good audio and video. Definitely, I appreciate Harish Daga. I think they most of the morning also we discussed for good audio and video. Definitely, I appreciate Parul University for these type of programs. It is encouraging, and still we needed so many research works in Jalu Kavacharana. Definitely, we will do in further course. And once again, I thankful to my student Dr. Hemant Shikani. I think वो क्या बोलते हैं ना 24 hours. Eyes closed means
Hemant Shikani is very active. Like Hemant only. See, that is the impression.
Sir, this is very needed for especially what your surgeons. You must to work. See, if it is the patient is there or not, but still you are working in all aspects.
That's true.
This is very good thing, and they are very motivating our programs through Parul University. And once again, blessings to my student, Dr. Hemant Shikani, and their team, excellently, their very team, a good team. And I thankful to Parul University and definitely our National Sushrute Association also going simultaneously. We are conducting these programs. Within short, all these programs conducted, recorded, and we will telecast on www. National Sushrute Association org. We will give the link, and anybody can see in the website. Once again, I'm thankful to you, sir, for your
And finally,
requesting.
one
Yes,
word.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And,
Please, sir.
My blessings to my student, Dr. Hemant. And
Yes, sir.
one thing I want to, Vaidya Samoho Nisamshaya Karani, the group of doctors like you and your student and among
Yes, sir.
all the learned scholars makes the event flawless. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Namaskar, sir. Hemant, conclude.
Sir, thank you very much.
Okay.
Sir, thank you. Thanks a lot, sir.
You bye.
Close.
Yes. Okay, bye.
Bye, sir. Bye.